University of Missouri St. Louis. Also, Tuesday night, the women's volleyball. They'll be making the short trip to Marshall, a 45-minute jaunt, going through Glasgow, Gillum, Slater, and landing in Marshall, taking on Missouri Valley for 7 o'clock. Women's soccer this coming Wednesday night. They'll be taking on Baker at 5 p.m. 4:45 pregame show as well on CMUEagles.com. Men's soccer will also take on Baker at 7:30 that night as well. And, of course, the next home match for the Central Methodist volleyball one is coming Friday night, taking on Clark at 7 o'clock pregame show, 6:45 p.m. as well. So it should be a lot of fun tonight. And we're going to take a few moments there and continue our pregame show on CMUEagles.com. That's a 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock start time down at Kaufman Stadium. Spots there as well. Some other key matchups throughout tonight. Got, I think, Baltimore and Tampa Bay. That's 6 p.m. tonight down in Baltimore. And I think Tampa Bay is closing the gap to they're about a one game. It's a one-game lead in the American League East there. I have a feeling that's coming down to the wire. I think the winner of that American League East most likely will be the 1 seed. while the second place team will most likely be the number 1 wild card spot. Will host the wild card matchup, the wild card series there on October the 3rd against the number 2 American League wild card team there as well. So okay, 1-1, and William Penn at 7-8. So both teams warming up there. One player really stood out last night's game was Morgan LeBlanc. Got her first star of the year and really responded well. That's Gabby Turek. So we're about ready to get started. We're about 3 minutes away. And as the great Vin Scully would say it, hey, let's pull up a chair then and get ready for some Central Methodist volleyball. All right, then. So we're about ready to get started. You think? That's Danica White. And, of course, I had a great visit with her family last night right after the volleyball matches there as well. It's Annabelle Mawson. There's another player who's really come on well, and that is Kelsey Walker. Callie Henson, another amazing career there. That's Lauren Strange. There's a left-handed shot by Alyssa Smith. She's really come on well. Came from William Woods there. Annabelle Mawson, Delaney Miller. There's Riley McBurney, another newcomer as well. Joanna Milo, second-year player. So things are getting back to normal, hopefully. And there's Sydney Healy, having good numbers as well, putting up solid numbers. Mawson. There's Crystal Bronner. What an amazing career she has had. Hopefully we have some family members all made the trip, but I'm sure they're kind of busy doing fun stuff out in Jeff City. Why not? So they're about ready to get started, headed over to the benches. Of course, we'll have the prayer, national anthem, starting lineups. Now we got the starting lineup, and here's the public address announcer, Gary Linhart. Starting lineups for both teams here. Whitten Norris here. Also, I'd like to wish a happy birthday to Central Methodist coach Coleman Lee there as well. Crowd starting to file in there. William Penn 7 and 8. They're in the Navy uniform, white trim, white numerals. While Central Methodist in the white uniform, green trim, green numerals. The Birds are on the bats. Whitten Norris here sitting in the catbird seat. Glad to have you with us on this Saturday afternoon there. Of course, the women's soccer are taking on Mount Mercy Conference opener down in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. While the football team, they're taking on Clark down in Dubuque, Iowa. They should be getting started there as well. Hopefully may get some updates there throughout today's game as well. You can always follow along on CMUEagles.com or the Higher American Conference Network. Also at 3:30 that afternoon, Central Methodist men's soccer takes on Mount Mercy. So it looks like we got the down official trying to check the lineup cards there. As Crystal Bronner, Riley McBurney, Alyssa Smith, Annabelle Mawson, Joanna Milo, and Cindy Healy are their starters. And it looks like Mia Brea, Olivia Johnson. And I think Olivia Johnson will get the first serve. Actually, it's Mia Brady. From Pontiac, Illinois, around the Chicago area. The line drive serve to Bronner. Now they get it out to McBurney. Here's Milo. Couldn't get it over the net, so 1-0 lead for William Penn. So Mia Brady in the serve. Brady serves. Line drive to Bronner. McBurney sets it up for Healy. Tip. Here comes William Penn there. And a 2-0 lead there, and a kill there by Andreas Borges. Brady serves. Into the net, and a point for Central Methodist. So Gabby Turek will serve. Gabby Turek from Lodz, Poland. There's a line drive serve there. Back, it's blocked. Here comes William Penn. Let's see what William Penn does here. Henson to a Turek. Milo. Back goes William Penn there. Tip shot. Turek to Bronner. Here's a left-handed shot by Callie Henson. Ties the match at 2. 2-2 tie. Gabby Turek serves. Just getting it over. Here comes William Penn. Milo to Bronner. How about Callie Henson? Back goes William Penn. A Turek. Bronner. Nice job there with the left-handed play by Alyssa Smith. Smith. A Turek. I think that's Annabelle Mawson. I believe that's a neck call. So William Penn gets the point to make it 3-2. Olivia Johnson from Otwana, Minnesota. 6. Line drive to Henson. Milo, good job there. Let's see what William Penn does here. And a point for William Penn to make it 4-2 now. 4-2 is our score. Here we are in the first set. Another line drive serve. That's out of bounds, so a point for Central Methodist. 4-3 now. Here comes Crystal Bronner in the serve. 4-3 now. Set number 1. Bronner with the serve there. Line drive. Back goes William Penn. Smith to a Turek. Here's Callie Henson. And that's a tie game at 4 there. Bronner in the serve. Oh, nice block by Annabelle Massa. And Central Methodist leads at 5-4 now. So Mawson with the block there is Bronner's serve. It hit the antenna, and it's 6-4 Central Methodist. They're on a 4-0 run now. Out of bounds, hit the antenna. Yes, sir. Set by one of the line judges, and it says 7-4 Central Methodist. So Central Methodist are on a 5-0 run now. Another line drive serve. Mawson to a Turek. Callie Henson with the kill. 8-4. 8-4 now. Central Methodist ranked number 20 in the polls. Off to a great start. 8-4 now. Kill there. LeBlanc. Here's Alyssa Smith. Block. Let's see what William Penn does here. A Turek. How about going right-handed is Callie Henson. We have seen that several times there this season and really throughout her career where you think of it going left-handed, but she is going right-handed. So make it 9-4 now. They're in the first set there. Out of bounds, and it's 10-4 now. And now Central Methodist is on an 8-0 run there. So William Penn will call timeout in the first set. Central Methodist 10, William Penn 4. A 10-4 lead. Central Methodist on an 8-0 run after William Penn led 1-0, 2-0, then tied to 2. William Penn scored the next two, make it 4-2, and then Central Methodist, they're on an 8-0 run now. The lead 10-4, and Crystal Bronner in to serve. Another line drive serve. Oh, going left-handed, but let's see what they do here. Mawson. Oh, nice job there. I think it's a net call on Morgan LeBlanc, and it's 10-5 now. Now in to serve, Alyssa Young from Winter Springs, Florida. Where's the number 5? Like another great number 5, Johnny Bench. LeBlanc, a Turek. I believe that may be a double hit call. It is now 10-6 now. So 10-6 now. Into the net, and it's 11-6, Central Methodist. Delaney Miller checks into the game, and here's Annabelle Mawson in the serve from Jefferson City. Home of sports director from KRZG Television, Rod Smith. 11-6 is our score here. Another line drive serve. Back goes. And it's out of bounds. Actually, it's tipped. William Penn makes it 11-7 now. Cheyenne Bradford from Rowlett, Texas will serve. Henson to a Turek. Miller. Back goes William Penn. And it's down the left field line. It makes it 11-8. So it's 11-8 now. Mawson to a Turek. Here's Delaney Miller. Back goes William Penn. Henson. Mawson to a Turek. Here's LeBlanc. Beautiful shot by Logan LeBlanc. Boy, she had a great game last night against Grandview, and now makes it 12-8 now. Cindy Healy. Riley McBurney in the serve. From Blue Springs, of course, met her mom just a few moments ago, right before the pregame show. Another line drive serve there. And a point for William Penn. Makes it 12-9 now. Now Destiny Tom in the serve. 12-9 in favor of Central Methodist. LeBlanc, McBurney. Oh, nice job there. I think that is LeBlanc with the kill. Makes it 13-9. Morgan LeBlanc in the serve. Another line drive serve. Out of bounds, makes it 14-9 now. LeBlanc from Branson, Missouri. Beautiful area down in the southwest part of Missouri. 14-9 now. And there's a kill there to make it 14-10. Olivia Johnson gets credit with the kill. Kayla Caprini checks in there to serve from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Home of the Minnesota Twins, first place in the American League Central. McBurney. Oh, nice job by Delaney Miller, and it's a point for Central Methodist. It makes it 15-10. Alyssa Smith from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, around the Tulsa area, and then another several miles south, you go to Bangor, Oklahoma, hometown of Johnny Bench, the 1976 World Series MVP. Oh, nice block there by, I think that's Annabelle Mawson. Makes it 16-10 now. 16-10, first serve there. Smith with the left-handed serve. Back goes William Penn. McBurney, beautiful. Riley McBurney makes it 17-10. Alyssa Smith in the serve. Healy. William Penn has it. There's a two-handed set play to Bonner. McBurney. Oh, that's Annabelle Mawson. 18-10. 18-10. 18-10 there. Alyssa Smith with the left-handed serve there. Milo, McBurney. Milo, yeah, he did hit a William Penn player. Makes it 19-10. And suddenly Central Methodist is on a 5-0 run now, trying to close out the first set there. (19-10). How about an ace for Alyssa Smith? Make it 20-10. And a timeout by William Penn. You know what? There we go. Let's see how 20-10 first set. Quentin Norris here. Looks like Mawson still serve. Alyssa Smith still serving. A few moments we'll kind of give you some updates there. Of course, cross country competed in Columbia at the Larry Young Invitational. There's a left-handed serve, just a bit outside. 20-11 now. Let's see, Williams Soccer. So Mia Brady in the serve. Another line drive to Bronner. McBurney. Milo. Back goes William Penn to Smith. McBurney. Nice block. Healy recovers it. I think it hit the point for William Penn. Makes it 20-12. Olivia Johnson. 30 minutes left in the first half. In the women's soccer game, 0-0. McBurney. Oh, nice job there. That's Annabelle Mawson. 21-12 now. Gabby Atoric will serve. Looks like Clark's leads 7-0. 3:45 to go first quarter. There's Smith to Atoric. Milo. Nice job. 22-12. 22-12 now. First set. Cal Clark 0-1 on the year. Back goes Miss Hit. Atoric. Here's Callie Henson. I believe that is a 4 hits is the call. Makes it 23-12. (23-12) now in this first set. And a line drive serve makes it 23-12. 23-13. So 23-13, the first set. Bronner to Atoric. Block. Henson to Mawson. Milo out of bounds. So now it's 23-14 now. Atoric. Oh, nice job there. And a point for Central Methodist. 24-14. So now it's set point now. Now it looks like Crystal Bronner's going to tie her shoes there. So set point. Crystal Bronner takes 3 dribbles. Another line drive serve there. Nearly blocked, but here comes Bronner. A little miscommunication between Bronner and Alyssa Smith. Point for William Penn. Makes it 24-15 now. So set point number 2 there. Another line drive serve to LeBlanc. Atoric. There's LeBlanc. And that's a point for Central Methodist. And then Central Methodist wins the first set. 25-15. We'll have set number 2 for you in about 2 minutes and 2 seconds on CMUEagles.com. All righty then. Good start there. Not a whole lot. Didn't have any. No. What's the score of that one there, Natalia? What's the score of that one? Still 0-0? Okay. I was just kind of curious, so, I always like to announce the score. Yeah, you know how it is. He takes. I never met a guy that knows notes. He knows notes. It's like. Let's see, 25-15. Back here at Central Methodist University, Quentin Norris here. Central Methodist wins the first set, 25-15. Leading the match 1-0. Of course, William Penn jumped ahead 2-0 early. Central Methodist tied it, and then William Penn led 4-2. And then Central Methodist went on a 6-0 run there. Actually went on an 8-0 run there to take a 10-4 lead. And then, even though William Penn had a couple of 2-0 runs early and often, but Central Methodist really starting to pull away there. And they won the first one 25-15. There, of course, still 0-0 tie between Mount Mercy and Central Methodist. And a conference opener down in Cedar Rapids, Iowa as well. Of course, I think 3:45 go in the first quarter between Central Methodist and Clark. That's down in Dubuque, Iowa, of course, as well. Then, of course, men's soccer takes on Mount Mercy, 3:30 p.m. as well. So we're about ready to get set number 2 going. So looks like both teams will get going there. It looks like a Turek. Looks like Alyssa Smith, Morgan LeBlanc. Actually, that's Crystal Bronner, Crowley Henson, Joanna Milo, and Annabelle Mawson will come into the matches there. It looks like that's number 5 there, Alyssa Young. Looks like the libero is Kayla Caprini. Gabby Turek will start set number 2 going. Just grazes the net. Here comes William Penn. Blocked. I think that's Annabelle Mawson. 1-0 now as Gabby Turek will serve. Turek serves. Going to the left side there. Here comes William Penn. Henson. Bronner to Milo. Back goes William Penn. And a tie game at 1. 1-1 tie. So Mia Brady to serve. Bronner to Turek. Nice line drive serve there. Block. I think that's Mawson with the block. 2-1 Central Methodist. So Crystal Bronner in to serve. I know a lot of her family are here from Jefferson City. All made the track. Maybe a 1-hour drive from Jeff City to Fayette. Turek, Bronner. Here's Callie Henson tipping it over with the left hand. And I believe that's 4 hits there. Double hit call. 3-1 Central Methodist. So 3-1 now. Here's Crystal Bronner in the serve. Back goes William Penn. Blocked. Another one. I think that's Mawson. 4-1 now. Annabelle Mawson with the block. And a 4-1 lead for Central Methodist. Bronner in the serve. Back goes William Penn. Block. I think Mawson again. 5-1 now. 4-0 run now for Central Methodist. Remember in that first set, they went on an 8-0 run now. Back goes. Nice shot there. Henson going right-handed. And a point, 6-1 now. Crystal Bronner in the serve again. Into the net, makes it 6-2. So Olivia Johnson in the serve. Bronner hits it over to LeBlanc into the net, makes it 6-3 now. Central Methodist won the first one, 25-15. Another line drive to LeBlanc, to a Turek. Callie Henson. Back goes William Penn. A Turek. Nice left-handed shot out of bounds. A point to Central Methodist. And a 7-3. Delaney Miller checks in there. Annabelle Mawson with the serve. Back goes William Penn. Nice block. A Turek. Delaney Miller. A Turek. And a left-handed shot by Callie Henson. Makes it 8-3. 8-3 now in this first, in set number 2. Eight to 3 now, set 2. Annabelle Mawson serving. Tipped. Here comes William Penn. To Mawson. A Turek. LeBlanc puts it down 9-3. 9-3 now. Annabelle Mawson serving. 9-3. Little maintenance worker on the floor. Annabelle Mawson with the serve. Let's see what William Penn does here. Partially blocked, but out of bounds. They went off a Central Methodist player to make it 9-4. So William Penn now serving. Central Methodist leading at 9-4. Mawson to Ature. Delaney Miller. LeBlanc to Ature. Here is Callie Henson. Oh, nice block by Morgan LeBlanc. Takes it 10-4. 10-4 now. That's Sydney Healy. Riley McBurney checks in there. Next home game for Central Methodist on Friday, taking on Clark. 7 o'clock, 6:45 pregame show. And then next Saturday, we will host Mount Mercy at 11 a.m. Pregame show 10:45 a.m. Riley McBurney in the serve. Two-handed set play, out of bounds, making it 11-4. So Riley McBurney in the serve. Just outside. Actually, a point for Central Methodist on the ace there. Wasn't sure of the call, but it did touch the line. $12-4 now. Here comes William Penn to McBurney. Oh, nice job by Morgan LeBlanc. 13-4. 13-4. And a timeout called for here in set number 2. Central Methodist 13, William Penn 4. Gonna check on that soccer score there? Okay. I just like to know so I can tell our fans that. You know, my fans are number 1. Where's the fan? Oh, I see. I know that. Oh, I see. Well, I tell you so. Back here at Central Methodist University. Central Methodist in the second set lead 13-4. They won the first set 25-15, and it looks like we're hopefully getting an update on women's soccer. Thinking on Mount Mercy, I believe it's still 0-0 the last I checked as we head toward the end of the first half. Still 0-0. That's Riley McBurney in the serve. Back goes William Penn. And a point for William Penn to make it 13-5 now. So now in the serve, Cheyenne Brightford. $13-5. Here comes Mawson to McBurney. Oh, nice kill there by Delaney Miller. 14-5. Joanna Milo. Morgan LeBlanc in the serve. 14-5. LeBlanc. Little spin shot there. Out to Mawson. McBurney. Delaney Miller makes it 15-5. 15-5 here at set 2. What a way to celebrate Coleman Lee's birthday. How about a victory? 15-5 now. A little miss hit makes it 16-5. LeBlanc still serving. LeBlanc. Back goes William Penn. And a point for William Penn makes it 16-6. Looks like Andreas Borges serving from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Went off the fingertips of Joanna Milo for an ace. 16-7. Actually, it is Jade Melton from Hallsville, just north of Columbia on Route B. McBurney. Healy. 17-7. 17-7 now. Alyssa Smith checks into the game. First met her family last night, and I'm sure they are here today making the trip from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. Going left-handed. Oh, nice block by Annabelle Mawson. 18-7. 18-7 now. $18-7 now. Alessa Smith still serving, going to the left hand. Healy to McBurney. Oh, nice job, Riley McBurney. 19-7 now. Set number 2. Some more cleaning up there on the floor. Of course, such about this volleyball Tuesday night, they make the 45-minute trip to Marshall on Highway 240. Take on Missouri Valley. 7 o'clock there. Smith. Here comes William Penn. And a kill there by number 8, Olivia Johnson. So it's now 19-8 now. So Addie Butler checks into the game. Kaya Caprini from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Out to Butler to McBurney. Nice left-handed shot. See what William Penn does. And a nice dig out by Bronner. Back goes William Penn. Oh, nice kill there by number 22, Cheyenne Bradford. Makes it 19-9. So 19-9 now. to 9 here in the set number 2. Set to rest is won the first one, 25-15. Butler, McBurney, here's Healy. That is a block, and now William Penn's on a 3-0 run now. That's the largest run they've had so far in this match. The previous has been two. That's happened 4 times, actually 5 times 7 times in this match. Bronner to McBurney. Milo. Here comes William Penn. Blocked. I think it's Annabelle Mawson. Makes it 20-10. Gabby Aturik. Junior from Poland. She has really gotten a lot better throughout the years here at Central Methodist. Aturik. Milo blocked out of bounds and a 21-10 lead. 21-10 now. 21-10, set number 2. Aturik still serving. That's into the net. It makes it 21-11 now. That's Drew Gale checking into the game. So Mia Brady in the serve. Out of bounds, 22-11. 22-11. Crystal Bronner in the serve. Another line drive serve. Here comes William Penn. And a point for William Penn to make it 22-12. Olivia Johnson with the kill. So 22-12 now. And it's now 22-13. Gale, LeBlanc, back goes Bronner to her high school teammate. Henson to Mawson. Double hit call, makes it 23-13. Annabelle Mawson in the serve. Delaney Miller checks in there. Mawson out of bounds, 23-14. Jessica Mowry checks in. Gale. Henson puts it down, 24-14. Set point now. Riley McBurney in the serve. Back goes William Penn. Out of bounds as Central Methodist win. They won it 25-14. They are leading the match 2-0. We'll have set number 3 for you in 2 minutes and 2 seconds on CMUEagles.com. Okay. All righty then. Jordan Norris here sitting in the catbird seat. Central Methodist winning the second set 25-14. They lead the match 2-0. They also won the first set 25-15. Also some scores up to date here from Central Methodist. The football team as Clark, football matchup there. Clark leads Central Methodist 14-0. About 10:35 to go. Second quarter down in Iowa. Of course, Central Methodist women's soccer right now has a 2-0 lead heading toward halftime on a goal there at the 28-14 mark by Christine Likey. And then the second one by Abigail Crispell came at 39:50. So we're about ready to get the second half going there. Third set going. Central Methodist win. That'll be win number 8. But most importantly, 2-1 in the conference there. And a good way to celebrate Coleman Lee's birthday. Of course, tomorrow, Kansas City Chiefs take on Jacksonville. 12 noon kickoff down in Jacksonville. Hopefully, Kansas City Chiefs get win number 1 there. Another future matchup comes at 3:25 p.m. The New York Jets take on the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas, I tell you, watched them last Sunday night against the New York Giants. They look really sharp in all phases of the matches, winning at 40-0 there. And I tell you, that NFC East should be a lot of fun there, along with Philadelphia. Of course, they're already 2-0 on the year. Of course, Washington is already coming off a great victory over the Arizona Cardinals as well. And of course, the Sunday night matchup, Miami and New England. And then a Monday night doubleheader, you got New Orleans and Carolina. I think New Orleans coming off a victory over Tennessee. And then Carolina losing to Atlanta. Also got Cleveland and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'll tell you, Cleveland looked really sharp against the Cincinnati Bengals in week 1. I watched some of that game last Sunday there as well. So we're about ready to get set number 3 going there. You got Henson, Bronner, Smith, Aturik, Milo, and Annabelle Mawson. As Mia Brady will start set 3 there. Aturik. Callie Henson with the left-handed shot. Makes it 1-0. So Morgan LeBlanc will check into the game. So Crystal Bronner in the serve. Back goes William Penn there. LeBlanc to Bronner. Smith. Back goes into the net. Blocked out of bounds, and a tie game at 1-1. A 1-1 tie. Olivia Johnson in the serve to LeBlanc. Aturik. LeBlanc with a kill. Morgan LeBlanc. Boy, she has really played well these last 2 ball games. Against Grandview and, of course, William Penn. Annabelle Mawson in the serve. Annabelle Mawson serving. Nice serve there. Let's see William Penn. Out to Mawson to Aturi. I think a double hit call, tying the game at 2. 2-2 tie. Alyssa Young still is serving, tying the 2. Turek. Oh, nice, but it went out of bounds. So 3-2 lead for William Penn. William Penn leads at 3-2. Now. Torrey, nice shot of Kelsey Walker just checked in there. Mowry and a point for William Penn. Makes it 4-2. So 4-2 now. William Penn on a 3-0 run now. Out of bounds and a point for Central Methodist to make it 4-3 now. Cindy Healy checks in there. Riley McBurney in there. Five, 4-3 now. McBurney. Oh, nice kill there, but I thought it went in, but it's out of bounds. 5-3 now. 5-3 now. Cheyenne Bradford in there. Heading toward the 2 o'clock hour on this Saturday afternoon. September 16, out of bounds, and now it's 5-4 now. So Joanna Milo checks in. Morgan LeBlanc in the serve. Another line drive serve. Blocked. And a tie game at 5. Game tied at 5. Well, Morgan LeBlanc in the serve from Branson, a few miles north, is Springfield. AA home. The St. Louis Cardinals, their team is the Springfield Cardinals. And a 6-5 lead for William Penn. So Caitlin Jeter checks in there from Solon, Iowa. McBurney. Oh, nice shot, Milo, but here comes William Penn. Mowry to Healy. And it's a point for William Penn. Makes it 7-5. Seven to 5 now. Here in set 3. McBurney to Milo. Nice job there, Joanna Milo. 7-6 now. Annabelle Mawson. Alyssa Smith checks in there. Seven to 6 now. Oh, give her an ace to tie it at 7. 7-7 now. Well, I tell you, Alyssa Smith has played a great ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Seven. And a point for William Penn to make it 8-7. Olivia Johnson with the point. Kaya Caprini from Minneapolis, Minnesota. McBurney, here's Mawson. Annabelle Mawson ties at 8. 8-8 tie now. Callie Henson checks into the game. Gabby Turek in the serve. Gabby Turek in the serve. Turek into the net, and William Penn leads it 9-8. Mia Brady in the serve. Brady just raises the net. Nice block by Mawson. 9-9. We're tied at 9. Morgan LeBlanc checks in there. More cleaning on the floor there. So a 9-9 tie. Crystal Bronner in the serve. Tie. Nice block. I think Annabelle Mawson. 10-9 Central Methodist. 10-9's our score. Quentin Norris from the Catbird seats. 10-9 now. Bronner to a Turek. Nice job by Callie Henson. Makes it 11-9. Callie Henson makes it 11-9 now. .30 run now for Central Methodist. Bronner in the serve. Bronner, a Turek. LeBlanc. Back goes LeBlanc, a Turek. A Turek. Here's Callie Henson. 12-9. 12-9 now. Riley Hungate checks in there. Bronner still serving. 12-9 now. Now. Blocked. A Turek. Oh, nice. They do get it over. A Turek. Nice tip shot there, but here comes William Penn. And a kill there makes it 12-10. 12-10 now. So Riley Hungate in the serve from Joliet, Illinois. Most famous athlete, Jim Stefanich, one-time bowled a 300 on national television back in 1973, and that's into the net. Makes it 13-10. Kelsey Walker checks into the game. That's Annabelle Mawson in the serve. Annabelle Mawson in the serve. Out goes William Penn. Into the net, makes it 14-10. 14-10 now. Central Methodist won the first one 25-15. Second set 25-14. Next home game This coming Friday against Clark. 7 o'clock start time. Pregame show 6:45 p.m. Bronner, Ature, Kelsey Walker. Henson, Ature. Here's Callie Henson. Ature. Oh, nice job by Annabelle Mawson. 15-10. Annabelle Mawson still serving. They're 10 points away from win number 8, but most important number 2-1 in the conference. So a timeout called for Central Methodist 15 and William Penn 10. Set number 3. Is it still 2-0? Is it second half or? Huh? Oh, okay. Because I think it was like 2:07 when I. Okie dokie, dude. Back here at Central Methodist University, Central Methodist Women's Soccer League, Mount Mercy 2-0 as they get ready to start the second half down in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Central Methodist leads at 15-10. Quentin Norris here. They already lead the match 2-0. Annabelle Mawson to serve. Back. And it's a point for Central Methodist. Makes it 16-10. Central Methodist is on an 8-0 run. I think that's the largest run they've had the entire match. Danica White checks in there from New Athens, Illinois, just east of St. Louis on I-70. And then another few miles to the west, that's Alton. That's where the great Dwayne Stats, longtime baseball announcer, mostly with Tampa Bay. Here's Danica White. And a block. 17-10. Coleman Lee giving out instructions. 17-10. Annabelle Mawson serving. Back goes William Penn. Nice block. Hey, Callie Henson with the block. 18-10. They're trying to do like they did in that third set against Grandview. They got on a big lead there, a big run, and it's 18-10 now. Annabelle Mawson. Back goes William Penn. Nice block, but out of bounds. So it's now 18-11. Alyssa Young will serve. Alyssa Young serve out of bounds. And it's 19-11. Lauren Strange from Bloomington, Illinois, the most famous celebrity, Kansas City Royals radio announcer, Denny Matthews. with the Royals Radio Network for 54 years. Blocked, and a point for William Penn. Makes it 19-12. Cheyenne Bradford to serve. Back goes McBurney. Oh, nice kill there. I think Kelsley Walker makes it 20-12. Addison Butler checks into the game. 20-12 now. Here comes William Penn. And a point for William Penn makes it 20-13. Jade Melton with the kill there. As Caitlin Jeter checks in, will serve. 20-13. McBurney. Oh, nice touch shot, but here comes William Penn. Bronner, here's Lauren Strange. Blocked, and a point for William Penn. Makes it 20-14. 20-14 now. Also, I'd like to wish my mom a happy 75th birthday this coming Monday. First here in Slater, Missouri. A block to Kelsley Walker, 21-14. Annabelle Mawson checks in there. Alyssa Smith checks in there, and I think Alyssa Smith will serve. And a timeout call. William Penn calls a timeout. Here in the third set, Central Methodist 21, William Penn 14. All righty then. So 21-14, no more timeouts left in the third set for William Penn. Central Methodist still has the two. And Alyssa Smith will serve. Floating serve to McBurney. Milo. And a point there. Joanna Milo makes it 22-14. So 22-14, Alyssa Smith will serve. 22-14. Back goes William Penn. Bronner to McBurney. Milo puts it down. 23-14. Now needs two more points for win number 8, but 2-1 in the conference, and a good way to celebrate Coleman Lee's birthday. (23-14). McBurney to Bronner. Milo. And it's now match point now. 24-14. Match point, ladies and gentlemen. Crowd is clapping those hands there. (24-14). 24-14 now. Lessa Smith serving. Left-handed serve. Here comes William Penn. And ladies and gentlemen, as the great Jack Buck will say it best, that's a winner, folks. 25-14. Central Methodist. Central Methodist wins the match. We'll recap the scoring. Central Methodist wins it 25-15 set 1, 25-14 set 2, 25-14 set 3. Central Methodist are 8-5, 2-1 in the conference. William Penn is 7-9, 1-2 in the conference. Central Methodist, they're on the road Tuesday at Missouri Valley, but they'll return home. But then men's and women's soccer are home Wednesday. Take on Baker. Women will play at 5, men at 7:30. And then Friday night, the Central Methodist volleyball team takes on Clark. 7 o'clock start time. Pre-game show 6:45 p.m. as well. Quentin Norris saying so long. That's 5,563 of them. So long and have yourselves a wonderful Saturday.